If you inherit a large amount of money, let's say $5 million, the most important decision you make is often the first. And surprisingly, the best first move isn't a move at all. It's slowing down. Because large inheritances create two risks at the same time: emotional decisions and permanent decisions. The goal early on is to separate those two things. The first step is simple, but most people skip it. Do nothing. That doesn't mean ignore the money. It means avoid major irreversible decisions for the first 6 to 12 months. You've likely experienced a major life event, the loss of someone close, a big transition, or both. Big financial decisions made during emotional periods are often the ones people regret most. Taking time to breathe and process is perfectly fine. The next step is understanding what the $5 million actually consists of, because inheritances rarely arrive in a pile of cash. It might include items with little to no value, maybe brokerage accounts and retirement accounts, or real property like real estate or business interests, trust accounts, trust assets, highly appreciated stock. Each of these assets has different tax rules and planning considerations. Before you make changes, you need to understand what you're dealing with. One of the biggest mistakes people make is taking action before understanding the tax consequences. Some inherited assets receive step-up in basis, meaning capital gains taxes may be significantly reduced. Others, especially retirement accounts, may come with distribution requirements and tax timelines. The point isn't to rush decisions, it's to avoid creating unnecessary taxes by acting too quickly. Once the inheritance is clear, the next step is stepping back and asking, what does my financial life look like now? Because $5 million might completely change things. It might change things like retirement timelines, work flexibility, debt decisions, and lifestyle spending. It might change family planning. The goal here isn't to spend your inheritance. The goal here is to understand the role the money should play in your life. Before taking action, ask a more important question. What is this money supposed to do? Common priorities might include your own personal financial security, retirement funding, helping family members, or helping others through philanthropy, lifestyle flexibility, or creating business opportunities. Without clarity here, people often default to investing everything, which may not actually support their real priorities. Once your priorities are clear, the next step is understanding your personal cash flow. For example, how much do you need each year to support your lifestyle? How much flexibility do you want? And how much of this inheritance needs to remain invested for long term? This step turns the inheritance from a lump sum into a working financial system. Only after those steps does the investment strategy really come into focus, because investing $5 million isn't about chasing returns. It's about aligning the investments with the job the money needs to perform. The strategy should reflect the role the money plays in your life, not the other way around. Large inheritances often raise the question of what happens next. Do you want to pass wealth along? If so, how should it be structured? Trust planning, gifting strategies, and estate planning become much more important at this stage. The biggest mistakes we see people make with their inheritance are investing it too quickly, making emotional lifestyle changes immediately, ignoring the tax implications, and treating an inheritance like income rather than capital. None of these are fatal mistakes, but they can significantly reduce the long-term value of your inheritance. A large inheritance can be life-changing, but it doesn't need to be life-disrupting. The goal isn't to rush into decisions. The goal is to turn the inheritance into a clear financial structure that supports your life over decades. If you've recently inherited money, or expect to, and you're not sure how to structure the decisions ahead, we offer a free initial consultation. It's a conversation where we walk through what you've inherited, the tax considerations, and the key decisions that come next. You can schedule that conversation using the link below. Thanks for watching.